So, yeah, excuse my hair. It's been a very last crazy couple 24 hours. Well, yeah, because I mean, I'm not saying I feel 100%, but I'll say that I've gone through all the coughing stages of of this variant, and I'm at the last portion where it's just getting everything out, and it's very salty. My mucus is super salty. It's coming out very, very salty. Okay. And so this is the thing. I only did like 2 shots of Jelly Juice this last couple weeks, and it has been since like the middle of May since I was exposed. And then I started getting symptoms sometime like the last week of May, the first week of June. And so, anyways, I think this is the Delta variant because it is pretty insane. It got a hold of my respiratory system. And yes, in the beginning, I was coughing a lot. And that's when I took the 2 shots of Jelly Juices to kind of help expedite the cough. But that's it. But then here's the thing. I'm choosing to go through and feel all the symptoms. Okay. No, I'm not therapeuticized. I have been on my juice for the last 5 years, 4 years. So I know I can expel. I know if I feel I need to get the poop out, I mean, my poop comes out, okay? Um, and so here's the thing. So what I'm now introducing to my Jelly Juice crowd is somewhere find the difference, find the middle ground to where you feel the symptoms, you eat a bunch of food and repair your DNA, not totally just try to wash away the symptoms and try to energize it. Because you know the Jelly Juice can work like a cure as well. And even though Jelly Juice is great and you eat the food and it has probiotics, the salt, which is a good thing because you need the salt, but there is obviously a balance too. The salt can really just energize things out of existence. So you want to be able to have your body have the salt reserves. You still have the fat, which is the healing, the prostaglandins, the energy. So that way, when you cough stuff out, when you do go through that evolution, because here's the thing, people are like, well, what, so if J juice is like a cure and they have all these different nanotechnology in the J juice, and all this nanotechnology is all these things that are trying to mutate you to whatever to be AI, wouldn't you want to, release all that excess like right on contact? Here's the thing, you can't, even though you think that you're washing away all the excess nanotechnology, you're still adapting to the nanotechnology, but you're also washing away your ability to handle the environment. You're washing away the substance. So there must be a balance. Okay? Jelly Juice is phenomenal. It is probably the best thing since sliced bread because you can modify your body according to how your environment is, what you want it to be, but you also can wash it out of existence. You also can take away the substance behind the energy. And you must have substance behind the energy. Some people have too much substance and so they're obese. Some people don't have enough substance and so they can't afford to take away more substance. They need to eat more than a salad. They need to eat a bagel, cream cheese, meat, milk, cheese, everything, So some people cannot afford to play. So you have to understand what your body type is, how the ionic environment is, what's in your environment as far as the viruses, and there's a lot of them out there. And so I'm choosing to just sit through I'm coughing out the last little bit. My cough is very shallow now. It's not deep. It's very shallow. It's just getting the last little bit out. And now it's just allowing just the rest of the body just to finally go through its processes. Yes, I'm a little bit tired. I sleep really good, but I'm a little bit tired, yes. Thank God my husband, he's a strong freaking dude. I mean, yes, he's aging, but he's a strong freaking dude. And so he's carrying me through this time. So at some point when my book is out and I go through it and hopefully I can kind of carry him. But I mean, there's no guarantee on that. But, and that is getting out. Let's stop. And that's what I do is I get out all of the whatever is coming to surface. Okay? And so that was salty. That was some phlegm and that was salty. And I have a towel next to me because this is what I kind of just spit into, and then I go and wash this. Okay? And that's how I get through it. I'm not going to be on a ventilator. I'm not going to be taking antibiotics. I'm not going to be taking a bunch of stuff. Okay? I'm going to be going through that process because I know I can survive it. I'm strong enough for it. And I know that my body needs to adapt to the environment. Okay? And I'm not stuck on a schedule. I'm not a breadwinner, and I don't have any kids, and I don't have a job per se. I'm writing about this experience when you think about it. So my job is my writing. When the book's going to come out, it'll be sometime at the end of the year. And so I want you guys to trust that you keep, like, if you're obese and you're starting J juice and you get a Delta variant, whatever it is, do the J juice. Okay, do as much as you need to do, whatever you feel you need to do. I can't tell you how much to do, okay? I don't want to be like that, but you feel whatever's comfortable for you, do the J juice if you're obese. If you're underweight and you get hit by you're afflicted by different variants and you feel it, don't do too much J juice, do a little bit, but don't do too much because allow the cell regeneration to happen because it must happen. I know you don't want to feel down and out because everyone's used to being mobile and used to being active and want to be in the game all the time. But I'm telling you, the game will be there. Get through the process. Just do little shots. Okay? So you can energize the food to have it distribute, and then you can get the mucus out. Okay? And then if you start coughing, you should start coughing because you need to exercise your diaphragm. I know in a perfect world, we'd have J juice everywhere we go. We can bring it everywhere we go. So in case we get, afflicted. But I'll tell you what, that's no different than, being addicted to something. If you are out of country for like 2 months, or if you are somewhere where you don't have J juice, for whatever reason, can you get through a very aggressive virus that, that takes hold of you that quickly? Sometimes you'll see the signs and indicators and you could probably head it off before it happens. But even then, what are you heading off? You're heading off evolution. You're heading off the symptoms. Symptoms are evolution. So you have to figure out, what are you heading off? What are you trying to run away from? If you have pain, are you trying to disappear the pain or are you facing the pain? See, that's the key things about J juice and about, the J juice protocol. It's about facing your pain. So at some point when you do the J juice, you'll be facing your pain, but then you can do too much J juice to not face your pain. So there is that balance yet again. So if you are in pain, are you trying to anesthetize yourself? Are you trying to wash it away? Are you trying to let go of it? Or are you going to face it head on and go through the process and watch the process? Like, I'm watching this process. I'm like, oh my God, it's so amazing. Because I'm eating a lot of food. I'm eating whatever I have. I bought a bunch of food. Food's more expensive now. Holy crap. Okay. I haven't taken any shots of J juice at all since the last time, which is a couple days ago. And I want you guys to trust your body. But that's the thing, is that you guys will figure out. Everyone's healing is different based upon how you want to relate to your pain. If you don't want to deal with your pain because you don't have time because you're working, I get it. You're slamming J juice to get through it. But at some point you have to have that. There's a happy medium. Okay? But you will get through it. Don't worry, you'll get through it. But add some weight to your body. You need to add some weight to your body. Okay? Because the skinnier you are, this is for all my skinny girls out here, okay? The skinnier you are, the less reserves, the less substance you have to deal with using J juice in reaction to, and the less substance you have to deal with a variant that's going to be so strong that you're going to want to use J juice in reaction to, whether it's now or in the weekend. Okay? The more substance you have, the more reserves that you could do J juice to bring out the stuff and not have to deal with the symptoms. And you still have shit on reserve. You still got an ass, you still got boobs, you still got arms and legs and whatever, and you still have stuff on you that you can afford to do J juice. But when you're so skinny and so underweight, you can't afford to do J juice in reaction to a virus. Okay? And Jolie, you cannot afford to be doing J juice, even a little bit. You have to do a tiny bit of J juice, but you have to do a whole lot more than a salad, a whole lot more than a tiny bit of food. You guys, those of you who are underweight need to pack on the pounds, because I'm telling you, these variants are freaking insane. I just got a hold of one, and you guys will get a hold of one at some point. And if you're that skinny, you cannot afford to wash it away. You cannot afford to wash away the evolution, wash away your substance so you can handle it. That's facing the pain. That's the whole point of JJuice, facing the pain. So within the last couple of weeks, I realized that there is another side of JJuice that, yes, we all can do JJuice and not feel pain. It's like a cure in a lot of ways. In some ways, yes, because salt is a cure. But you also can, you also be reading negatives on your on your cancer test, which is great. But now there is another part of it that we must understand, okay? And now we have to take in our body size as a factor in all of this. And so, yes, again, the two sides of the coin, the obese and the skinny, and the intelligence on the top, you have to be somewhere in the middle. If you're obese, then you need to do a little bit more JJuice, yes, and maybe a little less food, or a little bit more, or same food, but not as much, and more JJuice until you get to a certain, equilibrium, and you're proportional. And if you're very underweight, then you need to do less JJuice and a lot more freaking food, but way less JJuice. Like, seriously. And then get the poop out. Because you cannot afford to wash away the substance and the symptoms simultaneously if you don't have it on your body to do it. Because there's nothing to your body, then what do you have to fight? And then JJuice is only going to energize more away from your body. So understand, the power of JJuice is very powerful. But you have the power of the food supply to work with that ionic and covalent bonding. All right? So I'm letting you know my journey. I'm dealing with all the symptoms. I'm dealing with it. It's not bad, actually. All right, bye.